So the question, the comment still remains. If you have any questions for Milen, Milen has been. What part of the development have you been covering, Milen, so far in Superhero?
I started with the wallet, then I became sort of the lead of the project, and I was covering different parts of the project on a day-to-day basis. I'm involved in maybe all of the development there.
Okay, understood. Any questions from the rest of the audience? This AMA, because so the browser extension, I guess, was your fault or your deed, and some other things.
Yes, and also the rest of the developers in our team.
Okay, so you were coordinating them also here. Okay, understood. The oracles, I guess, were the main, let's say, pivoting elements, I guess, here, right?
Well, yeah, there may be not so many applications other than this one that are using oracles in such manner, and this was maybe a project that would inspire people or showcase them how oracles of aeternity are working and how they can use them for their decentralized apps. So this is also a project that could inspire other people to develop applications on Eternity using oracles. And yes, it was a challenge, but it works and we are proud of it.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this. I mean, oracles, they're a very fresh thing. I haven't seen, I'm not a developer, I'm a very, very curious guy, and I'm looking at like left and right, even at the things that I don't understand. So what were some issues that you have encountered with the oracles?
So we are using oracles in this project in order to allow everyone in the community to become such and to participate in the verification of the websites, because we don't want to be a custodian project or a central authority that verifies tips. So that's why we involved oracles in the process. So the verification of the websites, ownership can become like decentralized as possible and become more and more decentralized with having more oracles on the system. I guess the technical issues that we had there were mainly having all of the oracles to sync with the responses, to have them monitored and to have error logs if something is wrong with some oracle to know this. And there are also lots of improvements coming in that regard, because when we improve the governance system, we should be able to allow the community to rate the oracles and kick misbehaving oracles out of the system. And this is something that was thought of from the beginning, but it's still in the development.
Okay, and in what phase is the project right now in terms of like general development?
We just launched the public beta, so everyone is now able to go on SuperheroLeague.com and create their profile by installing the wallet, either using the web wallet, the extension, or one of the mobile versions for iOS or for Android. And they can start tipping and claiming tips. This would also, you can provide feedback, and this would allow us to fix problems if there are any. And in our plans are creating Kafka communities, custom tokens for communities, and more development of the blockchain names, which is also a good feature of the Eternity blockchain, which we have made.
Okay, quite cool. Any questions from the audience? Let me check the chat and the other ones. Shupe is sending you a beer.
Cheers.
I have the same here. So maybe let's talk about like what would be the other, let's say, some other challenging things that haven't been tested that you want to explore in the future with Superhero.
So yeah, I was telling you that I haven't thought of any challenge that we haven't tested yet, but maybe in the future when we stumble upon some issue or some challenge that we need to overcome, we'll find the solution for it. Like currently the foundation was built and the Eternity blockchain is allowing us to be very flexible in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
The naming system in place, state channels, oracles, and the Sophia smart contract language, which is very flexible for our needs. So I guess there is, at this point, nothing that can stop us from improving.
Okay, super. If there are no any additional questions, we have. What feature would you like to see added to Superhero later, and why? Like, what's missing? That's a good question.
Yeah, for me, the sub-communities and the custom tokens for users would be the two biggest features that I'd like to see there, because it would allow us to improve a lot on the standard for fungible tokens, for non-fungible tokens on Eternity, and would allow people to tip themselves with custom tokens of theirs based on which communities they are part of, or maybe they can create tokens of their own to just send them to their friends, which is something never done before.
Okay. And what would it take you to do that? And what can community actually do to help you with this?
Yeah, so what would it take us to do that? First, we need more time in developing this. We need more feedback on first the fungible token standard and also the other standards that we are trying to specify in Eternity. We need more people to be active and to support us in what we are doing, giving feedback or reviewing code, providing pull requests for issues that they find, and starting to grow the community organically by developing this project for everyone to use.
So, an interesting question. Would it make sense to integrate state channels in Superhero, and why?
Yes, it would at some point. For me, one of the things that I see state channels in Superhero is maybe private messages. Maybe in a sub-community you can privately chat with the other participants in this community without storing all information on chain. So having state channels in Superhero in that regard would be very beneficial.
Okay. If there are no more questions, thank you very much, Milen, especially joining us. Oh, we have. Could I host my own version of Superhero?
Yes, you can. You can visit the repositories which Philip earlier showed. Maybe they will be also shared with you after the presentations, or you can visit superhero.com, and on the bottom right side you can find the links to the GitHub repos. You can find the instructions how you can set up a superhero of your own, like how you can spin up the oracles, how you can deploy a contract, how you can run the front end, and also the wallet itself.
Cambia is saying great, awesome. And how does it work to claim a tip? Does it work with popular social platforms and things like this?
As mentioned earlier, claiming and tipping URLs only work on public URLs because they need to be able to be verified by the oracles. So if a platform that you're trying to tip has an authentication role or requires registration before seeing the content behind this URL, the oracles won't be able to parse it to verify your tip. So currently it is working with all public URLs. It should be working with all of the major social platforms which allow publicly visible content.
Okay, so anyone else? Hassan, you want to say something? Have a question or maybe join the discussion? The decentralized claiming a tip works on any public website.
Yes.
I can answer that. I'm not a developer. But yes, that's the idea. I tried this for Instagram, but it didn't.
If it was not if it was a public URL, it should have been worked. If your profile is not publicly visible, maybe that is why it didn't work. You can easily verify that by opening a private browser tab and open the URL that you're trying to claim. If you're able to see the content there, if you're able to see your address or the chain name there, so that's the workaround.
And just to add one more thing on this, if you have any kind of feedback, comments, bug fixes, or something like this, go to beta.superhero.com. There's a form there you can send the comment, and the team will definitely take care of it. This is why it's still in beta. We're trying to improve and trying to fix not myself, but Milen, people, and the rest of the guys. Eric, I guess, can I claim a tip from a tweet?
Yes, Philip also showed that, how the verification for Twitter works. You need to put your publicity or the check name in your Twitter bio, and then every tip that you receive to your tweets can be claimed.
Okay, and superhero.com is the website. Check it out. Open an account there. There's a very nice tutorial, so you can do so. Test it out. Please open your claim your chain name. There's an explanation about that too. And join us next time with this. Milen, thank you very much for joining us. Keep up the good work. Keep fighting the fight. See you in one of the next editions, maybe. Thank you very much for joining us. And as Yanni mentioned in the chat, and Omar mentioned at the beginning, you can watch things on YouTube. If you have connection issues, and questions will be also answered there. Thank you very much, Milen. We're continuing with the rest of the program after a short intermezzo. As I said at the beginning, hi, my name is Luca, and welcome back to Superhero League. This is our 7th week, and I just want to thank you for joining us and rejoining us week in and week out. As every week, I am joined with my colleague Mary. She's going to join me in a second. Hi, Mary. Before we start with the continuation of this program, we wanted to switch things up a little bit. We do this every week in and week out. And from the last episodes, you might remember that we like to keep things fresh and interactive and inclusive. So if you feel that you have anything to say, please don't hesitate. Just, jump in the conversation, whatever it is, at any point in time. If you have a question or a comment or anything else, just jump in there. If you want to ask a question or your microphone doesn't work or you don't want to speak, write in the comments. Go to YouTube if you're having issues, connection problems. Go to YouTube and ask a question there. And my colleagues are going to pick it up and send the message to me. So I'm going to, ask it instead of you. Check the YouTube stream in the chat on your bottom left side of the screen. And just as a reminder, we use Jitsi. Jitsi is an open source tool for conferencing. It works best in Chrome and Firefox. So if you're using something else, the best experience you might have on YouTube or Facebook. Both of the links are in the chat on the left side. Another reminder, if you want to suggest the topics, because we change, let's say, the topics of the conversation every week, please do so by suggesting using the form. Again, link is on in the chat. I just posted it now on your left side. Basically, you can propose any topic or anything you want to share with us, presentation or participation in the panel or something like this. So if you want to subscribe to get notified first of all of the things that we're doing, go in your upper left corner, click on the logo Superhero League. We'll take you to our main site where you can subscribe, leave your email to get notified, and get notified on this. So, as just to reiterate one more thing, .chain name. Again, on the website, you have a small tutorial how to claim your .chain name. More importantly, why you should claim your .chain name. If you log in, when you log in, if you change your name on the Jitsi, so it's your .chain name, and ask a question, we will reward you with a couple of tokens to showcase you how tipping works on superhero.com. So